Yo, what up, world? It's your man K on the check-in once again. Crazy, crazy day. I'm over here at the damn local truck stop, Florida. Truck stop out in the middle of nowhere. Just got a little bit of inspiration, man. Figure I'd jump on here and share a couple thoughts. I'm doing everything I can to stick to this little series. It's harder than I thought. I'm really not used to doing stuff like this. I'm not all together, disheveled, not shaven, scruffy as hell. I'm in those work clothes, repping that blue collar rap. You know how that go. Hit me up, you know where I'm at, kbanger.com. Kbanger on all platforms. Go out, support the music, check the stuff out. All right, this might be a little unpopular, but it just came to mind. I got inspired by it, and I want to talk to you about it. The topic of this little rant here. All right. Again, this is going to be unpopular. I want to share it. I want to just hear me out. Just hear me out on this. I want to call this chase the woman you want once in a while. Chase the woman that you want once in a while. Now look, I spent a lot of time checking out what people got to say online, and I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to this alpha male thing, I know for a fact that I deal with the highest form of that kind of teaching out there. I chase God and God only. God only. But I do get weak at times. And I know the popular notion in the red pill world is, chasing women is a no-no. And it's something that you shouldn't do. In a lot of cases, that's true. I get it. The reverse psychology, people want what they can't have type of thing. So why are you chasing somebody? You're in a scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset repels things that you want. Abundance mindset attracts the things that you want. And if you have an abundant mindset when it comes to the opposite sex as a man, you'll probably get more women and things like that. But the thing I'm starting to advocate is that you can't dial in your behavior to be chasing women. That's silly. Ironically, though, I do believe if there's someone that you want out there, playing it cool and laying back, that might work. But sometimes you just gotta go in. You gotta go for it. Don't you think? I mean, after all, if you're a real alpha man, what is it gonna bother you anyway if she doesn't respond? Think about that. What difference would it make to you if she doesn't respond to your advances? I'm not talking about nasty advances. I'm talking about real, genuine advances. Or maybe you guys are kicking it and she seemed like she was on to you and now she kind of fell back and now you got all these messages in your head that's how you're supposed to be, but in your heart of hearts you want to reach out. I'm going to say go ahead and reach out. If you want to fall back, fall back. Why not push her buttons a little bit? Why not? Go ahead and annoy her a little bit. Bother her a little bit. Yo, what you doing? Why aren't you calling me? Yo, you need to hit me up. What you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Think about it. When it comes to life, I think you need to employ everything. You got to keep an open mind. Pardon the Ricola in my mouth. You got to keep an open mind. And use everything you can to express yourself. Don't limit yourself. If you know like I know, women are very different. Some they switch up, they change up over time. Some like when you're a little more reserved and you don't pay them much mind. Some like that. Some like when when you pursue them a little bit. Some like a combination of both. But as a man, you can't base your actions on what other people want all the time. Sometimes you got to go by what you feel, and sometimes what you feel is not the right thing. So this message isn't exactly to say to go out and pursue your woman. I guess for the most part, I'm saying to go out and keep an open mind. I had a friend that I used to work with some time ago, and she was always talking about her husband, always talking about this man. You could tell she really loved this man. So I mustered up the courage to ask her, well, how'd you guys meet? Because at that time I was curious into marriage and how it came about. I was a young adult, so I was kind of looking for knowledge in that way, talking to others that had things that I wanted in my life. And I'll never forget what she said. She said, well, he just kept bothering me, and I just gave in and I married him. Now, I know it's a little more than what she said. She was probably showing off in describing this to me. But think about that. He bothered her, and she gave in. And it was more than obvious that she was truly in love with this man. The reserved, partitioned, distant approach would have cost this man his destiny with this woman. Really take some time and think about that, fellas and ladies. Over the last couple of years, I have lost quite a number of affiliates, friends, and some family. I don't think everyone really gets or understands how short life really is. Why live your life without taking a chance? Why not? You have to take a chance. And then with taking a chance, if it doesn't work out in your favor, you will feel much better when it's time to step away. I've read a lot of materials on things like divorce, marriage, and the techniques that are employed during certain instances. Things like, for example, no contact, which is a very popular notion. No contact. Very hard to do, especially against the backdrop of what I'm saying now and pursuing what you want and expressing yourself when you feel like you should. If that's how you feel, you should express yourself, but then there's also a time to reserve and discipline yourself even when you feel like doing things a certain way. No contact is a notion that if you keep pursuing someone who expresses the need to stay away from you, that it can create more distance even though you feel like you need to express yourself and tell this person that you want to be with them and work toward drawing closer to them, that they will back away from you, that the reverse psychology of no contact would mean that you're able to keep a distance, and that over time they'll come back around wondering where you are. Well, I'm going to tell you firsthand, brothers and sisters, that does not always work. But it will work in your personal favor as far as your discipline and your sense of emotion if you're able to maintain a discipline like that. So what am I saying? Let's go ahead and try a little bit of both and everything. If one thing's not working, then back away a little bit. Listen, destiny is something not to play with, and you've got to plug away at the things you want in your life. When it comes to domestic relationships, especially women today, I'm going to say, contrary to popular belief, some of these women deserve to be pursued. Go ahead and pursue them. Gently, nicely, politely. None of that weird stalky stuff. None of that. There is a frame to be maintained. But be who you are, man. Go out there and be who you are. And lay it down. Hey, boo, what you up to? What's good? I ain't heard from you. What's going on? Hey, I'm pushing your buttons a little bit. I want to see where you're at. You know, notions have to be questioned. You gotta issue the test sometime to see if this person is really meant for you. If you're on the same page, go ahead and push the envelope a little bit. If it gets too crazy, or if it's not right, then back off a little bit. Put the ego aside, man. When you put the ego aside, everything, all tools are at your disposal. When you put your ego aside, all tools are at your disposal. And keep an open mind, y'all. Life is too short. Life is too short. Take a little time and pursue what you want. Give the woman that is expressing a little bit of interest in you, give her the benefit of the doubt. Hit her up. Stop playing the games. Hit her up. Yo, I want to talk to you. What's good? You got a lot of stuff, videos now, expressing a lot of negativity. They got you thinking about the other man and all this type of weak beta stuff. That stuff weak, man. Well, be you. Put God first place. You'll see he's going to guide you anyway. He's going to guide you to where you're supposed to be. Hey, for a lot of us, we need to practice getting into situations where we're neglected and rejected anyway. I'm going to say that again. We as men sometimes have to put ourselves in situations where we are neglected and rejected anyway. We need to go up against rejection. Some of us have to be told no a lot of the time. And yes, like the ladies say, no means no. So when they say no, you need to humbly be able to step back and understand what no means. I'm not saying to go against no. I'm just saying, make your pursuit if the lane is open. Don't resort to games if you're not really certain that a game is being played, and even then, you ain't got to reciprocate a game with a game. You don't have to reciprocate a game with a game. So if someone's playing games, it does not mean that you should be playing games. You know what I'm saying? Pursue the person you want. Pursue the dreams that you want. Pursue the job that you want. And make the claim. There's a lot of rhetoric going around talking about you should not make any claims. You need to keep things quiet until it comes to pass and all that type of stuff. Don't tell anybody we're pregnant and all this scary, spooky stuff. You are not promised tomorrow to be acting that way. Go ahead, state the claim. State the claim. I think I'm gonna stop here. Hey, it's your boy K. You know where I'm at, y'all. kbanger.com. Hit me up. Hey, you got any comments, or questions, or concerns, and hit me up in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this video and what I had to say. This is my personal practice to improve in diction and self-reflection. And YouTube is cool. I get to share these perspectives with the world. And for a couple of you that's seeing it, let me know what you think about it. Until next time, y'all. Peace.